Hey, what's going on YouTube? I am Jeff with SSH Jones, and today we are going to talk about the simulator. So let's dive right into it. Let's go. Today was all about the simulator, so we will cover the DJI virtual flight simulator and also Velocidrone and how to pretty much pair your DJI FPV controller into Velocidrone. Alright, so right off the bat, you will need your goggles and you need to make sure that the cable is connected to the battery, of course. And also the OTG cable right here is connected into the side of the goggles, and that part is connected into the iPad or your iPhone or whatever device you would like to connect it to. So I prefer the iPad because the iPad has a wider screen. And last but not least is the remote control.
Just like I said earlier, my preferred device is the iPad, wider display, wider screen, in contrast to the iPhone. So the difference is pretty much night and day. First connection is the OTG cable, then you have the battery, and you have to make sure that the remote control is turned on, and the goggles, of course, they are turned on. The phone is pretty much set up almost the same. You have the USB-C connected with OTG, the battery that's turned on, the remote control of course is turned on, and the goggles are turned on as well. Next, make sure you head over to the App Store and download the DJI Virtual Flight app. Next, make sure you authenticate with your existing DJI account. Pretty much follow the privacy policy. Of course, you're not going to join that. And then log it into your existing DJI account. Put the verification code and pretty much your control method. Power off the aircraft and make sure it's turned off. Connect your goggles and you should be here. First things first, start as a beginner. And of course, follow the basic remote control training and pretty much get familiar with the buttons, so to speak, on the remote control. Control sticks, check the throttle, of course, throttle up to increase the aircraft power, throttle down to decrease the power, yaw, push yaw to the right, and push yaw to the left, to yaw to the left. Pitch, of course, up, down, and roll. Of course, roll to the right and roll to the left, just like a cha-cha slide. Start and stop button, of course, to stop the motors of the props, and the props will be spinning. Now the gimbal dial, make sure you pretty much dial up, dial down, just to tilt the camera. Flight mode switch, we have 3 flight modes. Normal, of course, you're flying like a Mavic. Manual, you pretty much is acro. And sport mode. Next is the cruise control button. I've noticed that the cruise control button is similar to tap and fly on the Phantom or the Mavic 2 Pro. Pretty much you press the cruise control just to enable cruise control, so to speak, and you pitch down and just to play with the aircraft speed. Follow the instructions on the tutorial for cruise control. Next is the brake button, which pretty much stops the aircraft in case of an emergency. Before we jump into the app, let's play with the front UI. It's well thought of. You have the goggles that's displayed right here, where you can see some information with the link. You have the drone, and you can click on the hyperlink, and the remote control, the motion controller, and there's a short pretty much video on the DJI FPV launch trailer that you can check out. It was really nice and well thought of. Also, DJI will post the update notice here. Now let's jump into the app. Now let's start with time trial. Of course, it's ready to go, and we're pretty much going to follow this time trial and finish. Then let's go back home, and of course you've seen those three, and let's go into the manual mode training. So the first things first, we have the takeoff. You can actually view the video tutorial just to get a grip of what it is. So it will show you pretty much how to take off, pitch up, throttle, and pitch up and pitch down, and all that jazz. Now roll, it shows you how to roll, and yaw, show you how to work yaw, and pretty much throttle. So record button, of course, and then you have to fly through some obstacles. Let's jump into settings. There's the audio, custom settings, and pretty much remote control, and pretty much review your language and everything, and all the settings that you need. The most important settings are rates for manual mode, beginner, standard, advanced, custom 1, and custom 2. Quick pro tip here, the manual rate settings is pretty much where I test my quad rates. Now let's jump over to Velocity Drone. All you need is the remote control. Head over to the controller settings. And right here, assign the controller and assign the sticks, and follow the instructions to pretty much calibrate your sticks. Center TX sticks. Follow, of course, for the yaw, pitch, roll, and all that fun jazz. And make sure that everything is just calibrated to your liking.
Thanks a lot for checking out this video. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and leave any comments below, any questions that you may have about the DJI Virtual Flight Simulator, and I will do the best to answer them. I hope you enjoyed this video and it was helpful in any kind of way. I am Jeff with SSH Drones, and who is she? Who you talking about? Who is she? Oh, real FPV quad. You cheating on me? No, I'm not. You cheating on me? No, I'm not. I'm signing off.